Hey, how's it going, everybody? Jacob Lundquist from Qvist Bladeworks. In my little downstairs dungeon, got my thing there, got my CNC back. Had a few manufacturing issues with the carbide Nomad, but they sent it back. They fixed it all up. It's working great. So I'm gonna dive in and start with a new project. I'm doing the blades, doing the knives. That's one where I can't make the blades themselves currently with my current setup. Getting those machined outside by another source, Jordy of Focus Works up in Canada. So I've been thinking, what can I do? I would love a project that I can make fully in-house. I'm gonna have a bunch of material. I got, I mean, look at all this stuff. Oh, I got a bunch of like micartas and a bunch of scrap when I make the when I actually make the scales themselves. I have some stuff that I could maybe use, and I was like, I love my fifth pocket. I always have my AirPods in there, but it'd be nice to have maybe like a multi-tool. So I designed up a well, let me show you 1 second. So yeah, I designed up a little multi-tool here that will be maybe a version of aluminum. I'm going to actually be prototyping the aluminum one today. Fully made in-house, and then I thought it'd be really fun to have like these toppers that'll be adhered to it. I got some pins, so it's pinned location wise, all 3D machined, little place for your thumb. So it's a pry tool, bottle opener, and it has a place for a 1/4-inch drive as well in the bottom of it. And I thought this would, I don't know, I just kind of had this in my head, and I drew it up in Fusion 360 and programmed everything right here, which is just incredible. So yeah, also nice little slot here for maybe a keychain or a lanyard slot. Yeah, don't have a name for this one yet, but I wanted to prototype it here, all on the Nomad. Bring it in here, and you can see we're going to modify this aluminum. I only have so much scrap here, so I was going to, here we go. So it'll sheet it down. Oh, sorry about that. It's only working on the one setup in 3D all out. So we're going to work on that right now today, and hopefully do the topper. The topper has a flip to it, and yeah. So wish me luck. Nomad, I got my my origin set up right now. Got everything touched off. Got a piece of 1/4-inch aluminum in there from my tooling plate scrap, and here we go. Machining, just got done machining the very first trial of the new pry tool. Went really well. Everything's done with one tool, 1/8 inch, just square end mill there. And I definitely learned a few things in that one, but it went really well. I mean, you're not even going to see any of this stuff, but 3D milled that. And it's smooth. You can't even feel anything. So I'm going to take this out and deburr it, and we'll check it out. There it is. Let's clean it up. All right, just did a little sandpaper, just some hand sanding on my blast cabinet. Got a blast cabinet. I don't have the media in it yet, so gotta get the media for that. I think that'd be nice to have a blasted finish. I damaged it a little bit right there, taking it off that. As you can tell, it was really stuck. Yeah, I don't have my little micro circles in there for the hex, but I made sure it does fit the hex. I just had to kind of round out my corners there, but it does fit. Very cool. I'm liking it. I definitely got to polish up the sides, the tools. Got to get a bottle, try the bottle opener. But I'm going to make the topper next. Make the nice little top that goes on there. I'm going to be using this layered G10, and I think that when it's 3D machine is going to look really cool. So that is going to go on next. Stay tuned. All right, working on the pry tool, and trying to figure out how I'm going to do the topper exactly. So I have to do a flip, and so what I did, on the beginning. I'll flip the camera around here. So what I do on the topper, my first go at it anyways, take this and I drill out those holes. And why is this not doing what I want to do? There we go. So I drill out, those holes, do the slot, and then I come around and just contour it. So what I need to do is now flip it around like this, and do this next operation. I was like, how am I going to do that? So what I'm trying to do is, I've never done this method where you use super glue. So I have dowel pins inside my spill board, and then they locate, you know, on the bottom side of that. So I got dowel pins right there on the spill board, and then so I put a piece of tape on the spill board and a piece of tape on my G10, and I super glued them together. And I've definitely seen this done a few times, so this is my first time doing that. So now what I'm going to do is I will be machining now the top of the topper. So that should whittle away at it, whittle away at it, whittle away at it, and then it'll do a nice 3D pass after that. That'll be fun. We're going to do that next. Progress here, it's looking really cool. I don't know what it's doing now, but had a little oops, cut out my part and this almost went flying. But oh man, look at that. Well, it looks like here I gotta do a lot of trimming on the code. I'm just cutting air right now, so that'll be something to do when I put this into production. So. Fresh off the CNC. This thing is like awesome. Love a little bit of grip. That 3D G10 is so cool. All right, let's pop it off and put it together. All right, got it off. That method was awesome. It just popped right off, so you can see my dowel pins there for locating this guy. Got a little bit of residue that I'll clean up here, but man, that thing is perfect. It's just like I drew it. I love the little dish for your thumb. It actually feels really cool. That's kind of what I was hoping for. It feels awesome. That G10 is really cool. Oh man, this is turning out way better than I thought. Look at that. All right, let's put it together. And there it is. A couple drops of super glue. It locates with the pins. And it transitions just like I wanted it, just nice, right down to the taper. It actually follows the taper. Dang, look at that. Pry tool, flip it around, bottle opener, and a 1/4 inch drive. All in there. Oh man, sorry I'm so dirty, but. All right, let's go grab a beer and see if she works. All right, well, I made one, and it went really well, as you saw, but I went and tried it on a Bud Light, and my geometry's off just so slightly. I just can't get underneath the lid, or underneath the cap and pop it. So, redesigned it. I'll show you what I did. All right, so what I did here is got this redesigned slightly with my geometry right here where the cap is. So I got rid of that massive cutout, unnecessary. I made it more of a hook there, as you can see, and I changed the thumb portion too, got it all a little bit more in front, so it should be a lot nicer to hold on to as well. I mean, this is really nice, but it could go a little bit more forward and a little bit more room to pop it. Also added, flip it around, I added larger dog ears for the hex so I can mill it a little bit easier. And then I'm gonna engraven my logo on the back side too. So going from a 1-op on the front to 2-ops, that's not a big deal though. So we're going to do 2-ops there, and then 2-ops on the topper. And yeah, we're going to go give it a go. So ultimately what we had to do is change the bottle opener slightly a little bit more with the geometry, flatten out the top, round it out a little bit, and then now it is ready for testing. The hex dry bit worked awesome in this go around. Was able to open up the bottle no problem, and yeah, I'm really happy with the ultimate version that we came up with, and more testing and more to come. Stay tuned.